My name is Zhong Lin Wang from Georgia Tech. I'd like to give the talk on a triboelectric nanogenerator as a self-powered sensors. Triboelectricity is known to everyone. We have shown that triboelectricity can serve as a driving force for current flow and external load we call triboelectric nanogenerator. As you can imagine, it's a device to convert energy from mechanical to electric. Such a phenomenon is well known from our nature, from the 1880s, for its washing machines, to 1929 lithograph machine. Most use this one as a voltage source rather than a power source. Today we want to show you this can be a very good self-powered sensors. Our work can be back to 2011. Use 2-piece polymer, you can generate volts, 3 volts or 5 volts output. This was using triboelectricity between 2 organic materials, and the content separation between the two give you the output. This was the first triboelectric nanogenerator invented by us. If you look at the modes, we have the contact separation mode. 2 materials become contact, triboelectricity occurs. Separate to a gap distance, the voltage will drop electron flow to build the field, to rebalance the field. When you close the gap, the electron flows back. So this cycle motion drive electron flow back and forth in the external load, give you AC signal. So in other words, this mechanical agitation produces a voltage or current signal. Reversely, this current voltage signal reflects the mechanical agitation. That's the fundamental principle of our self-powered sensors. A sensor, it gives electric signal itself without supplying power. We have 4 modes: contact, separation, linear sliding, single electrode, freestanding mode. Utilize this 4 mode for energy harvesting was covered in the lecture I gave on triboelectric nanogenerator for self-power system and blue energy. Here we particularly about for sensors. Sensors can be for many purposes. Here we call self-powered active sensor. Many sensors will not work if you have no power supply. The sensor will not produce a signal unless you have a power supply. This is the sensor. It produces electric or voltage and current output by itself. That's why it's called self-powered or active sensor. That's response, a sensor that responds to nature environment itself without even external power applied. This was the early example to show that we have a water drop here. A dip of water on the surface gives you the electric spike here. And this is the video. You can see you put a firm or water drop here, you can have the sensor function very sensitive. You can detect the voltage or current. You have this mechanical agitation. Have very good sensitivity, particularly for light object and for the low pressure application. So they can convert mechanical tricking into an electric signal by our triboelectric nanogenerator. The second example is sliding, is displacement. If you make a device, one sliding against the other one, at the interface here, the triboelectricity can occur, give you a voltage and current output. If you detect the voltage, which have a signal like this, analyze the shape of signal, give you the displacement of 2 objects. This can have a resolution up to 173 nanometer, no power applied. No optical means, no power applied for this. And this is a self-generated signal by displacement. So it's a good technique for MEMS devices. The third example to show you is this traffic control. When the automobile moves on the floor here, you can electrostatic induction current or voltage in the device embedded underneath. In such a case, you can measure the speed, the distance, the acceleration of everything social with this moving vehicle. no string attached, no wires attached to the car. So you can measure this kind of parameters for your wish. You can have an alarm system, for example. You trigger the door handle here, you can have an alarm system. This is triggering the sensor part, does not need power. This is something put under this, the carpet here. You step on this one, this can generate a signal and can control the alarm system remotely. This thing can even build on paper. If you step on the paper here, you touch the paper here, you can generate triboelectricity, which can trigger the alarm system as well, right? So again, this is called self-powered alarm system for security purposes. You can also track the sound source. For example, you can have a sound, so you can track where the sound wave comes from. And the 3 nanogenerator located here, you trigger different points. You can locate the location where the sounds come from the phase shift of the waves from the 3 triboelectric nanogenerator. And here, the accuracy can be a few centimeters. You can also trace a body inside the tube. If you have a ball flow inside the tube, when the ball flow down the path, you can generate a voltage or current inside this coil here. It's just an electrode here. Measure it, you can detect where the ball it flows to. Okay, so this is again contact electrification between the ball and the substrate. Here is example. This is the tube, okay? And you can see the ball flows here. You're going to see the fluorescent light gleams here, tell you where the ball is. Okay, so this can be this is for a dry ball here, and this is another example show that this is that you can fly the ball through here. You can see where the fluorescent light flashes. Okay, and also can be detect even partially filled with liquid, it's possible to have this kind of detection for motion here, right? So this is the triboelectricity between a ball and a wall position detection. You can do this on paper because paper is a good triboelectric material. So you can build it on this piece of art here. You roll in the art. You can see the light flash here, and this can be for the detection. Anybody touch this kind of art, you can put this on the lab book. Somebody press the lab book, or which way it is, there's an electric signal being generated. And you can put it in your notebook. If somebody flip the page of the book, there's a signal generated here. So this use paper can make triboelectric generator for sensing. You can use a self-powered keyboard. We can use keyboard for electricity generation. But here we'd rather show that the keyboard can be a highly secure keyboard because when you type a letter, every type different. Somebody type this one, use a finger touch one key to the other key, the time difference, and also the way you press the key is distinct one person to the other. It's very unique. It's very hard to reproduce here, even more secure than the fingerprints. And again, this relies on the single mode contact electrification generated here. This uses a single mode triboelectric. If you contact, they can generate current. If you leave it here, so this contact and this departure can fully record the dynamic process of you touch this keyboard. Two signals. The voltage tells you the magnitude, the height at which you contact an object. The current gives you the dynamic process. How fast was the acceleration of you touch the keyboard from here to here? Let me show you the example here. This is the keyboard here. We have 3 students here. They type the same phrase called touching. And this is the voltage output from student number 1, student number 2, student number 3. You can see the signal. They are completely different. Each associated with the way they type it. Okay? Let's look at this video shows the way they type in here. And this is a keyboard, but associated with our keyboard design here. When he typing, he knows the password. He cannot get the computer system because the way he types, the current generated or voltage generated does not match the signal recorded in the computer system. This is the second one. His typing does not match that one because we know this is somebody else's computer, not his computer. The third guy come in, and I bet he cannot get in. The reason because he doesn't look at the other guy. So he cannot get in. Then we have hopefully the owner shows up. When he type in, the way he typed matches the system. The password is correct, the way he typed is correct, he can get in. Medical purposes, we can build this sensors here, put on the chest, put on the wrist, and can put the carotid arteries and everywhere you're supposed to be. And we can detect the heartbeat propagations inside the body from one location to the other location to the other location. Most importantly, you can detect all these fine details. This is not only just count how many bits you have, but more importantly, detect the feature you have on a bit. And this is fundamentally important for health monitoring and disease diagnostics. Okay, so this person you can wear this one and you get a physiological characteristic and record on a computer here. Okay. Yeah. As you see that, we can detect all these fine features, very sensitive, particularly low pressure here. All these characteristics associated with the health condition of a person. And after analyzing the characteristics of 4 different students here, you can see they are different. They are different. Young people and old people are distinctly different, right? You can see this is a young Alex right here, and this is an old person. They are gigantic different. And you can plot those signals versus the age of a person. You detect probably for 40, 50 people, and from age 30 to 70, you can see this plot follows some statistical trend. Again, this provides a fundamental for health monitoring and diagnostic purposes for use our triboelectric nanogen as a self-powered sensor. You can also record it. For example, you can put on the floor here, and this is record only sensitive to the vibration of the floor, to the speaker itself. And this, when she talks, you have the environmental noise here. For example, in the environmental noise here, there's TV playing, there's background noise, and she's talking. This microphone only detects her voices here. When we play here, then we have a pure voice of her. So this is an anti-interference microphone fabricated with our triboelectric nanogenerator. For health monitoring, we can do the health belt. And this belt is made of rubber. And this rubber, when students breathing back and forth, there's stretching, release, or stretching, releasing, can generate all these electric signals here. And you can see this is associated with the biometric monitoring here. You can detect the voltage or current. Both reflect different signals. The voltage reflects how far this stretches. The current reflects the rate at which he or she breathes. And this one can be put on the knees to detect the wobbling of the knee, and this can be for robotic control and signals and many things, right? So this kind of thing is tell you we can convert biomechanical actions to electric signal, use our triboelectric nanogenerator as a self-powered sensors. We also can use this for chemical detection because surface charge density in the triboelectric generator, the surface of materials depends if you function with different nanoparticles, different size of particles. You can gigantic manipulate the output voltage and current. Reversely, this can use it as a template for chemical sensing. And we did the work, for example, utilize detect the mercury content. You can see on the surface we will have the gold particle, and they'll have a particle that's associated with different mercury content from 10 nanomole to 100 micromole. You can see the current change is gigantic increase here. And also this can be selected. You choose the nanoparticle on which the mercury will attach. You can build a selectively sensor which only sends to mercury, not the rest of the ions. And so you can build a chemical sensors based on this new principle. So, summary. We show that use triboelectric nanogen as a cell power sensors. This can detect particularly mechanical actions, agitations, triggering, or vibrations. Anything associated with that, we'll be able to detect it, convert a mechanical triggering or action into an output voltage or current that give you the sensors information required. That. Two important characteristics to remember. The output voltage reflects the magnitude of the triggering. The current reflects the dynamic process at which the mechanical triggering occurs. I hope this lecture helped you to understand the triboelectric nanogenerator as a self-power sensors. Thank you.